take it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the... Looking for a productive play on first down. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Dart. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Old Miss.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdown, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but just trying to find their footing at this point.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Second down coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Old Miss 7, Colorado 0.
Off play action. He'll take a deep shot here. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Dart. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. It's Wells. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Miller. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. And he was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Grabs it in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Clock reads 14 seconds here in the first half. Will they just run out the time and go to the locker room? He wants to throw. And it's picked off. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the example.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We've got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical.
Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical.
Back to throw, it's Dart. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Is incomplete. Offense facing fourth down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Fights off a defender. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Handoff to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 14, Colorado 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Dart. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Man, did that just change in a hurry. You're winning. You're about to get the football back in the 4th quarter. Got a chance to put more points on the board, and you cough the ball up and give life, give breath, momentum back to the other squad. What a turn of events.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
After putting up the 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Coming after him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're bringing heat. And he's thrown another interception. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the